Today, we're looking at something that could totally change the way you think about your work. We're talking about a huge shift in accounting, specifically with Xero, the software used by millions of small businesses. It's starting to use AI assistants, and it's reimagining what you can do every single day.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever had that feeling where you know the answer is somewhere inside your accounting software, but getting to it feels like an expedition? You're clicking through menus, running reports. It's a frustration we've all felt.
You know the drill, right? Trying to find that one invoice from months ago, or manually creating the same invoice you create every single month. And oh, the fun of hunting down duplicate contacts to clean up the data. These are the little things that just drain your time. But what if there was a better way?
Well, imagine this. Instead of you working for the software works for you. Imagine you could just talk to it. That's the idea here. We're talking about a smart assistant, a true partner for your Xero account that you can ask questions and give commands to, just by typing in plain English.
This really breaks it down perfectly. The old way, it's a manual process. You point, you click, you search, you filter, you dig. The new way, it's a conversation. You just ask a question and you get an answer right away. The leap in efficiency here is just massive.
So, how is this all possible? Well, without getting all technical, Xero has basically opened up a brand new secure doorway. This lets powerful AI assistants, like Claude in this case, plug directly into your company's financial data. It means the AI can read, understand, and even take action based on what you tell it to do.
Okay, theory is great, but what does this actually look like when the rubber meets the road? Let's walk through a few real examples from a recent demo to see this thing in action.
So check out how simple this is. You're not typing in some weird code or searching for the exact name of a report. You just ask a totally normal question. Who have I invoiced recently? The AI just gets it.
And boom, there's your answer. Almost instantly, it pulls up exactly what you asked for in a nice, clean table. You didn't have to go digging through sales reports or anything. Just a straight, simple answer. It's brilliant.
And that's the key, right? We're talking about taking a task that might have taken you a few minutes of clicking around and turning it into something that takes just a few seconds. That adds up to a ton of saved time over a week.
But wait, it gets better. It's not just about finding stuff. Now we're telling it to create something. And look at the casual language. It knows what RC 101 is from the last question, and you can just tell it to make one like it, but with today's date. And there it is. The AI creates a whole new invoice all ready to go. And this is really important, look at the status. It's a draft. It doesn't just send it out. It prepares it for you to look over and approve. You are still in complete control.
I mean, just think about what this means. All of those repetitive monthly invoices, creating similar quotes for new clients, that can all be done with a single sentence. This is a total game changer for automating your workflow.
All right, one last example, and this one is huge for keeping your books clean. We all know we should do it, but who has time to manually search for duplicate contacts? Well, now you can just ask the AI to do it for you.
And just like that, it scans your entire database and flags the ones that might be duplicates. It gives you a simple to-do list for your data cleanup. It turns a chore that nobody wants to do into a simple 2-second query.
So what this is really about is being proactive. It helps you catch those little data entry mistakes before they spiral out of control and cause bigger headaches later on. It's about maintaining a cleaner, more accurate set of books effortlessly.
Now, as exciting as all this is, we've got to pump the brakes for a second and be realistic. This technology is brand new. It's like version 1.0. It's powerful for sure, but it is not perfect. And that means you, the human expert, are still absolutely essential.
Let's go back to that invoice it created for us. If we look a little closer, we can see the little mistakes. See how it used a US-style date format? And worse, it actually pulled the wrong description from a totally different invoice for that same client. Small details, but they matter. And this is exactly what the people who made this demo were saying. This quote says it all. Right now, it's not going to be perfect. Just like with any other AI tool out there, you have to check its work. You have to be the final set of eyes.
The best way to think about this right now is like you've just hired a brilliant but very junior assistant. They're super fast, they'll do a ton of the grunt work for you, but they still need your experience and your guidance to check their work and make the final call. At the end of the day, you're still the boss.
So, with that important reality check in mind, let's look ahead. Because this is about way more than just a few neat tricks. This is signaling a huge shift in how we work with our financial data. We're moving away from data entry and towards data conversation.
Just let your imagination run with this for a minute.
What else could you ask? Things like, show me every invoice that's more than 90 days overdue, or give me a summary of our top 5 expense categories last month, or even complex checks like finding bills that are missing a PO number. The potential here for real strategic insight is just incredible.
And that really leaves us with a big final question to think about. As these AI tools get smarter and more reliable, is the job of an accountant or a bookkeeper going to change? Will it become less about the mechanics of punching in numbers and more about asking the right questions, analyzing the answers, and having a real strategic conversation with your data? It's a pretty exciting future to consider.